Hey, good afternoon.
Hello.
My name is Tony, student physical therapist, and I perform a few different tests on you to check your balance and strength. Um, what do you prefer to go by?
Cletus.
Cletus. All right, awesome. Again, nice to see you again today. Um, this first one is I'd like to run a test to see, test your lower extremity strength. Um, so I have this chair set up against the wall for safety. And I want to see how many times in 30 seconds you can stand up and sit down from the chair. All you have to do is touch your butt to the chair. You don't have to fully sit down. You may if you choose to. I'm going to use this gait belt on you just to make sure that we don't have any slips, trips, or falls. You look like you're standing pretty well. Do you feel pretty comfortable standing and walking around without any rails?
I feel okay.
Okay, good. All right, well, we're not going to use any handrails. So go ahead and sit down, and I'll tell you when to start the test. Okay, I'll do the counting for you. I'll let you know when to start, and we're going to go for 30 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, we'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Good, and that's 30 seconds right there. Okay, I noticed that you did 11. That's perfect. I'm going to chart that on your page here. Do you feel fatigued, winded? Did anything hurt while doing that?
My knees are a little sore.
Okay. All right, well, I'm going to look at the norms here, and for your age of 72, you're between the 15 and 35 percentile rank, and that actually leaves you at an increased risk for falling. So this is going to be one of the things we're going to have to address. You're a little bit weak in your lower extremities. One of the things we'll address, things like this, getting up from a chair, and other functional tasks to improve your strength in your legs. Let's do another test.
Okay.
Because I know that you've fallen a few times in your past, so I'd like to determine whether you can get up off the floor without assistance. This is a test done that's a marker for falling health and function in aging adults, such as yourself. So the procedure is pretty simple. I want you to, while standing up as tall as you can, I want you to transfer to the floor, lying down on your back onto a pillow, and then I want you to rise up to full height and come to a complete stop. You can't use any assistance at all. Do you feel comfortable performing this test?
I think I can, yes.
Okay, again, then this is just a test to see if you can safely get up from a fall, should you happen to find yourself on the floor after a fall or possibly something else. So, I'm going to use this pillow here. On the floor. Okay, so go ahead and rise, Cletus. So, the score is just whether or not you can complete this test, lie fully down, and then rise back up without any assistance. Okay. So, I'll stand near you, just to maintain safety. You may begin the test.
Like this?
Yep. And then as soon as you're ready, you may rise. You're not allowed to use any assistance. You need to come to a complete stand. Perfect. Okay. How do you feel? Any pain? Any dizziness? Lightheadedness?
Oh, that was just pretty hard to.
All right. Well, you scored a 1. That was good. You completed the test. You managed to get up without stumbling and without needing to grab a support.
All right.
Okay. That was good. I'm gonna just grab this pillow from you. And continue using the clock. Okay, and our last test is another balance test. So, I'd like to test your anterior posterior stability. Now, what that means in layman's terms is just how well you can balance forward and backward if you're reaching for something in front of you. We're going to be up against this wall, and I'm going to take a few measurements on your shoulder and then see how far you can reach forward while still maintaining your balance. Does that sound all right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use some sticky notes and a tape measure. So go ahead and stand up against the wall here. I'm going to put a sticky note right here. Good. So that's the highest point of your acromion, a bone in your shoulder there. I want you to put that right up next to that sticky note. And then put your arm out horizontally, clenching a fist for me, if you would. Okay, you feel comfortable in that position?
Yes.
Okay. Using your third metacarpal as a measure, I'm going to put that sticky note there. Now what I want you to do, I want you to lean forward, keeping a clenched fist, and lean forward as far as you can while still maintaining balance. So don't go so far that you feel like you have to hold on to something or like you feel like you're going to fall. Perfect. Okay, I'll put a sticky note there. Okay, go ahead and relax. I want to measure that. Okay, that is exactly 13 inches. I'm going to mark that in here. Okay, so are you interested in how well you did on that test?
Yes.
For your age group, the average between 70 and 87 years old is 13.16 inches, and you did exactly 13. So I'd like to take the average of 3 reaches, though. So our first one is 13. I'm going to grab another sticky note here. Let's put your arm up against that sticky note again. Make a fist. Good, line that up. I'm going to take this one out so you can't see where you had last time. Now try and reach out as far as you can one more time. Good. Okay, let's measure this one. Good, this one's a little bit longer. This one's 13.5 centimeters. Let's try one more trial after I document it. 13.5 inches. Thank you. Okay, we'll try one more trial. Put the arm out as far as you can with your shoulder at that sticky note. Reach out as far as you can. Remember, you want to stay balanced. Don't feel like you're going too far that you're going to have to fall. Good. Let's hold it right there. Perfect. And I'll measure this one. Okay, that one's even better. 14. So if we average 13, 13.5, and 14 inches, that averages out to 13.5 inches. So, you scored better than average, and that you aren't likely to fall within the next 6 months, or you're not more likely to fall in the next 6 months. So that's a great indicator of your fall risk. What to expect next? We're going to work on actually some of your strength. The 2 tests that you completed for getting up off the floor and fall risk were both good, but your strength is a little bit decreased. So what to expect next is a strength program with exercises, probably 6 to 8 exercises, focusing on your lower extremity to do both in the clinic and at home. And if at any point did you feel like you were unsafe here at the clinic during any of these tests?
No, I do all of these at home, so.
Okay, perfect. All right, well, we will finish up this session, and I'll get a home exercise program ready for you. It was nice working with you today, Cletus.
Nice meeting you.
Okay, door's right out there. Please talk to the secretary about scheduling another appointment.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hello, nice to meet you as well.
And what's your name, sir?
Johnny.
Johnny. Nice to meet you. Now, I see that you made your 3 o'clock appointment. You're a minute early. But
Yeah.
we'll take you.
It was close. A little bit of a traffic jam.
Alrighty. Johnny, how old are you?
87 years old.
87 years old. Okay. Alright. I'm Mike Pizzamenti. I'm a student of physical therapy, and I'm going to be treating you today.
Okay.
Now, I noticed through your history that you've been feeling a little bit unsteady at home, and that you've been feeling like you could fall a little easier than before.
Yeah, a little bit. Mainly when I reach up for things. You know, I have to take care of my wife. She's not in the greatest health, so whenever I'm doing the cooking and cleaning and lifting some stuff up, I'll lose my balance a little bit. And I'm just afraid that I might fall, and especially if I'm holding on to something that might be a little dangerous. So I kind of want to work on that, and I just want to get a little bit stronger.
Do you feel like
I want to look like you.
Like me?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that's going to be, you're a little older, so what we're going to do is we're going to try to maintain some strength and maybe build up that so you can carry things around the house and help your wife out a little more.
Mm-hmm.
But more importantly, you said you're feeling like you're going to be falling a little easier.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to look at your balance, okay, and how well you can walk and seeing if you're at a high risk for balance, and then we can implement that into a program to improve that, okay?
Okay.
All right, so that being said, we're going to start off the first test. It's called the tug test, a timed up and go.
Okay.
And this test, it's great to assess your general mobility. So I measured out a distance here, as you can see, a chair in the corner,
Hey, Michael.
and they were filming. There is a marker here, and that is 10 meters away from the chair. And we're going to be sitting in that chair, and I'm going to basically time the time it takes you to walk from the chair around the cone, which we could not find, so we're using a ET. And you're going to be sitting down in the chair.
Okay, that sounds good.
Alrighty. So, coming over here. Now, the chair is against a wall, like it should be. And it also has armrests, as you can see. Alright. So, I can't assist you during this test. I can only tell you what to do, and then you have to do it yourself, and I'm going to time you, okay?
Okay.
Now, I'm going to put this belt around you, just for safety measures. And what I'm going to have you do, I'm going to have you take a practice run through, okay? So, I'm not going to time you at all.
Okay.
I
Can
wanna
I press up off of these?
You can.
Okay.
You can. Alrighty? So, whenever you feel like taking a practice run, I'm not going to time you.
Okay.
I want to see you just perform the test right now. And the test would end right there, okay?
Okay.
Alright, so now this is going to be the real deal. Alright, Johnny? So, what we're going to do, I'm going to get the stopwatch out here. Alrighty. And I'm going to say, on go, you're going to walk down, and you're going to come back, okay? And then sit down in the chair just like you did. Alrighty. Ready, set, go. All right, good. Now, you had 11.6 seconds. And like I said, this test is measuring out fall risk, okay? And it's correlated with the level of functional mobility.
Yeah.
Okay, so your fall risk, you're under 13.5 seconds, which kind of puts you, or I'm sorry, you're under 12 seconds. So that's actually good for community dwelling older adults. So you're not at high risk, but still, it's a little slow. We're gonna actually, try to improve that too, because I noticed how you were unsteady a little bit during the test. So we're gonna work on that during your program. Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. So next test that we're gonna do is come on over here. All right. Now with this test is called the Romberg test. This is going to test your standing balance, because a lot of times you said you're in the kitchen a lot of times, so you're standing up and moving around. So this is going to just test your standing balance. I'm going to kind of look for any kind of sway, and we're going to move that up. All right. So what I'm going to have you do, I'm going to have you stand with your feet together, just like that. Your arms are going to be at your side. All right. Now, after that, you're going to cross your arms in front, just like this. All right, with your eyes open, I just want you to stand there.
Like this?
Just like that.
Try and stand there?
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, and now what I want you to do, I want you to close your eyes and try to do that again. Okay, and open your eyes. All righty, and you can kind of spread your feet out if you need to catch yourself. So I noticed a little bit of sway during that test. So the test was negative because you didn't take a step and you didn't fall. And I noticed that you were swaying about the same with the eyes open and the eyes closed. So that might mean you might have a proprioceptive or a cerebellar problem. And this is basically knowing where your body is in space and your body coordination. So we're going to probably put some of that into your program so you can improve upon that. And maybe we can retest this and you'll show less sway. Okay? Alrighty, the last test we're going to do. This is going to assess your upper body strength, because you said you have some trouble lifting up things. So working on the balance and working on upper body strength, that might be the complete package you need to help your wife at home. So what I'm going to have you do is sit down in this armless chair. Now, it's an arm curl test, and this is going to be completed using an 8-pound dumbbell since you're a man. And you're between the 85 to 89 age, and we're going to see if you fall in between the averages, below or above. So this is just going to assess it. I'm going to also time this for 30 seconds, and you're going to do as many as you can while keeping a nice straight posture and keeping that elbow nice and close to the side.
Okay, so an arm curl like this, is this what you mean?
We're going to bring that elbow down to the side like that, and we're going to keep that elbow there as we raise up the fit. Yep, as we raise the bell up to the shoulder. Okay. Just like that, okay? So you're going to do that as many times as you can with an 8-pound weight. Okay, so we're going to do your left side first.
Okay.
Is that the strong side?
No, this is actually my weaker side, but it'll be good to see my weaker one.
Okay. So, let me get a stopwatch. All right. On my mark, you will start. Okay?
It's going to go blurry.
Alrighty. Ready?
Yep.
Set. Go.
I don't think I can do anymore.
Alright. Alright. And I see that you got about 12. And that puts you at average. That puts you right a little lower on the lower end of average.
Okay.
Okay? But you said that's your weaker side. So what we're going to do, we're going to go on the strong side.
Okay.
And we're going to test that out, okay? Okay? Okay. All right. On your mark. Get set. Go. And good. Alrighty. And you also fell in the average range there too. So that's good. Alright. What we're going to do, a little bit better than the left, but we're going to still work on upper body strength because, you know, the more you work on your strength and your balance here, the better you're going to be at home and the safer you're going to feel.
Okay.
Okay? So you can stand on up. There was no armrest on that chair, by the way. And so you can talk to the secretary up front. We'll set up your schedule, and we'll be seeing you soon.
Awesome.
All right, Johnny. Nice to
Thank
meet
you.
you.